There are many positive aspects of European cooperation. For example, the 4 freedoms, including working and studying wherever you want in Europe. But many aspects of the EU are rather strange. Isn't it strange that political power has gradually shifted to Brussels without any discussion about what this means for democracy? Today, 2/3 of all political decisions that affect your country are taken in Brussels. Did you know that the British Queen receives hundreds of thousands of euros every year from the EU in the form of agricultural subsidies? Or that banks, airports, golf clubs, railway companies also receive agricultural subsidies? Activities that have nothing to do with farming. Isn't that strange? Isn't it strange that Brussels bureaucrats are concerned with local issues and demand that all countries abide by the same rules regardless of differences in local conditions? The EU has changed enormously over the last decades. We want to keep the good parts, scrap the strange, ineffective and bad parts, and return powers to citizens in their own countries. Today, we in the EUD are far from alone. All over Europe, in the aftermath of the failed Euro project, citizens are starting to demand the same thing: a thorough examination of how the EU functions. And the governments in the Netherlands and the United Kingdom agree. Don't give a voice to the extremists. Vote for an EUD-affiliated list in the EU elections if you want a representative in Brussels who wants to clean up the EU bureaucracy and give powers back to citizens, who stands for a sound EU-critical policy and has done so for some time, who safeguards human rights and knows that you accomplish much more in Brussels by talking than by barking.